Well, with those creative financing options, I want to bring up a term that is gaining momentum, and that is house hacking. What is house hacking? Well, it's where you buy a large home and rent out the rooms that you don't need in order to cover the mortgage payments. Although this sounds like a good idea, it can easily fall apart when you put it into practice in the real world. So I'm going to give you a better strategy, and that is to buy a fourplex with an FHA loan. You can live in one and you can rent out the other three. It's a similar idea, but much more conventional, legal, and profitable. Did you know that you can borrow more than $1 million with 3.5% down to buy a fourplex? Most people don't know that. Yes, you can use an FHA loan and you can buy a home, your first home, a single family home, for somewhere between $600,000 and $700,000, depending on what county you live in. But when you start looking into duplexes, triplexes, or fourplexes, those limits actually move up. You can actually spend up to $1.2 million with only 3.5% down. Steve, I want to get your take on this because I know you're an investor, you own multiple properties. If you could do it all over again, would you have bought a fourplex right off the bat for 3.5% down?
Well, that is a great question, Andrew, and I say yes to that. Currently in the market, there's not a lot of 2 to 4 units that are available in the county, in any given county in this state. Investors have kind of gobbled all those up. So as a first-time FHA buyer, it's going to be difficult to find one of those. It's a great strategy, a great idea. And when it comes to renting out rooms in your home, it's a little like juggling. You know, if you're a really good juggler, you can juggle, but 24/7 juggling rooms becomes a full-time job. So more of a survival tactic, I guess, in the house hacking industry rather than an entry-level tactic. When it comes to really, I guess, making that payment every month and making it comfortable for yourself, that's what you have to talk about up front, right with that lender before you go out looking. And that FHA loan could be affordable. You get 2 or 3 of those rented out right away. During escrow, a lot of times they're requiring you to sign those leases and have a 1-year lease before they'll close. So it's got a little bit of a game to it as well, but it's doable, definitely.
Yeah, I understand on the West and East Coast, the tight markets that are very expensive, this strategy can be quite challenging. However, there's the middle of America and many states where fourplexes are available, and the 3 units will cover your mortgage. So in essence, you're living for free, which is amazing. Sharon, I want to get your take on this. You're also a very successful investor. You own multiple properties. What are your thoughts? What's a great way and what a great strategy for people to get started in the multifamily arena?
Well, if I had it to do over again, I would have bought a fourplex 20 years ago. That was a great opportunity. And in our area, like Steve said, there are not a lot available, but I do own several duplexes. I think that they're a great opportunity. Another idea, Andrew, is also the Airbnb and the ADU, the additional dwelling units that could be added to properties, or even take a portion of the property you currently have, like the garage area, and convert that. And that can be used as income to pay down your mortgage as well.
Yeah, sometimes you'll watch the reality television shows out there and you see people buying and fixing and flipping and remodeling. That's a lot of work to try to improve value. Many times it's a much simpler strategy, which is simply to create value, whether that's building an ADU like Sharon suggested, or just finding a loan product that allows you to leverage. And Robert, what are your thoughts after all these years?
You know, I think we're all Warren Buffett in retrospect. I wish I'd have done a lot of things differently along the way, and certainly have purchased multi-unit like the fourplexes, the duplexes and whatnot. I went single family most times, and for me it suited what I needed. But in hindsight, I think I would have invested further in these multiple units.